Hello, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another rapid fire favorites. If you remember the last time I did favorites, I kind of did them in a quicker format, resulting in a shorter, spunkier, spiffier, better video. So we're going to be doing the same thing today. I'm going to be talking about my July, August, and September favorites. So let's just get into it, shall we?
It's a beautiful day to feel fine.
Anyway, so as always, we're going to be starting off with the media category. And so first of all, for my video game of the month, I want to give a big shout out to Genshin Impact on PS4. My friends finally convinced me to pick up Genshin Impact, and I'm very glad that they did. It's kind of like an open world Breath of the Wild-like game, but with more intricate combat. So it focuses on building a roster or a team of characters, which you quickly switch in between in order to like rack up combos in combat. It sounds very complicated, I swear it's not. So yeah, there's quests, etc, etc, and because Genshin is a gacha game, it's heavily focused on building a roster of characters, and it's very fun, which is why I'm recommending it. It's also free to play, which is even funner. Then for books, something very strange happened. Remember last time around when I only had 2 books to talk about? Yeah, that's not happening this month. I literally have like 9 books on my list, but I'm only going to be discussing 3 of them here right now. If you want to know about my other reads, I'll have my Goodreads link down below. But for now, I'm only going to be talking about 3 books. And the first book I wanted to talk about is My Year of Rest and Relaxation, which is the hot girl summer book. If you haven't read this, what are you doing? How have you not read this book yet? This book is about a young woman who decides to sleep for an entire year in the hopes of waking up different, and it reminds me a lot of The Bell Jar in the same way that they have 2 very like unlikable privileged main characters that go through depression despite their clear privilege and, you know, good life situation. And because The Bell Jar is a book for hot girls, that means this is automatically also a hot girl book. So secondly, it's a well-known fact that I've been regressing into my Twilight phase harder than ever, and so the second book I wanted to discuss is Midnight Sun. What can I say? This is the thickest book I've read all year, and I got through this in a week. The thing is, with Twilight as a whole, you shouldn't go in expecting normal relationships, because that's not what Twilight is. You should go in expecting batshit crazy freak stuff, and that's what you get. That's what the first Twilight book, and Midnight Sun are all about. So if you go in expecting that, you'll love it. You'll have a blast. You'll have a great time. It's great. I love it. I just really enjoyed this. I thought it was fun. It definitely delivered on the promise of crazy vampire romance. And I like that. I enjoyed that. And then staying in the spooky scary realm, I want to talk about The October Country by Ray Bradbury. This is a book of short stories by writer Ray Bradbury, obviously. And these are just so autumnal, so Halloween-y. They're kind of scary in the sense that they get under your skin and give you chills and like stick with you. It's not necessarily horror, there's not really gore, it's just more high concept terror. Like there is supernatural and there are scary things, but it's not always spelled out for you. Often you leave the story not knowing exactly what happened or why. And there's just really good like short descriptions of autumn in there. This just felt like an autumn, October, rainy evening. It was so nice, and I really enjoyed this. I think I'll be reading this like every year around this time because it's fantastic. And so that's it for the books. Once again, you can check out my Goodreads down below. Then in terms of movies and TV shows, once again, there's way too much to mention, so I'm going to be linking my IMDb down below as well, so you can check out everything I watched over there. But I am going to give a few special shout outs to some things. So first of all, I wanted to mention Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I think I mentioned in the last video as well. I'm on season 3 now, and season 3 is by far my favorite season yet, so I'm really enjoying that. Second of all, the Looking for Alaska miniseries on Hulu was really great. Cried through like half the thing, but I really loved it. Very enjoyable, highly recommend. And then third of all, I wanted to talk about Sex Education season 3. I do think this was a little bit less good than season 2, but it's still an incredibly high quality show, and it's honestly one of the better things that Netflix produces, so I highly recommend that. And then obviously I also have to give give a shout out to the Gossip Girl reboot because I'm obsessed. What can I say about it? It was so good. Can't wait for it to pick up again. And then in terms of movies, I'm just gonna be quick firing a few off. Twilight, obviously the first movie is really good. The others are very questionable, but the first one straight up is a masterpiece, and one day I will make a video just talking about why it's a masterpiece, because I could sit here for 10 minutes and talk about how good that movie is. Second of all, I also wanted to give a shout out to The Duchess with Keira Knightley, which I really enjoyed, and then also Black Widow, which I saw in cinemas. It was my first time back in cinemas and I really enjoyed it. So that's that for the movie segment. Let's go into the music now. Music wise, these were an incredible 3 months. There were so many good albums releasing. We had the Billy album, we had the Halsey album, Star-Crossed by Casey Musgraves, we had a Bleachers album, we had that Clairo album. The album releases were literally so good. I had to pick up 2 signed CDs. I definitely think Halsey's album is album of the year for me. So far, we don't know yet. Lana is releasing in a week, so it might be topped. That's all I have to say. It was a great time for music. And then let's move on to the fashion category, shall we? First, I have to give a shout out to the top that I'm wearing right now, which was a birthday gift from my parents. It's incredibly nice and I really love the style of tops where it's kind of like flattering at the waist. So I had to give a shout out to this. And then I also have to mention this blouse from H&M. I never really thought I was a blouse person until I got this blouse. I know that's so weird, but this is a great blouse. I don't know what to say about it. I love the material. I've been basically wearing it non-stop as a layering piece or on its own, and I really love it. It's super effortlessly chic. I feel like I'm 50 years late to the blouse trend, but whatever. And then the last thing I want to mention in the fashion category is these shoes from ASOS. These are kind of like creepers. They have a little bit of a platform and they have that whole like Gucci buckle thing going on. Very dark academia, very old money, and that's what I've been loving. They're super comfortable to just step into, and they were also super affordable. So I love these bad boys. Now let's move into the beauty category, shall we? First of all, I have the Garnier Ultimate Blends Hair Food Goji mask. This is really nice because it just illuminates your hair color again by giving it a new like luster and shine. So I've really been enjoying that as like an overnight mask just to spiffy up my hair again. Then I have the Body Shop's Lime and Matcha Hair and Body Spray. I unfortunately tragically ran out of my Ariana Grande REM perfume, so I needed something to tide me over, and this is the perfect fragrance for that. Oh, my elastic has been... No, my hair tie has been on my arm this whole time. Anyway, so as I was saying, this just smells like limes. I love the scent of limes, so it's a very refreshing kind of scent. Then I wanted to talk about the duvolle Radiance Spin Care System. I was sent this for free, but I've honestly been loving this for at least a month now. It's just a very nice spinning brush for exfoliating your face, cleansing your face. I really like using it kind of like a facial massager. I get lots of migraines on the left side of my face, so just using it to kind of massage the face there. And it also comes with a body brush to exfoliate the body. It is waterproof, so you can use it in the shower. And I have a discount code for you. The code is 70 Sabrina 70 for 70% off. Isn't that nice? So using my code, this would only be $28.50 for the entire system, including all the brushes. And I think for that price, it's really worth it. So I'm recommending it right now. Then on the topic of skincare, I wanted to talk about the Sans Souci Aqua Clear Skin Anti-Blemish Cream. That's one hell of a name. At the beginning of August, I was having a severe allergic reaction to a new product I was testing, which kind of left my face all bumpy. Very, very scary. And using this just kind of made me feel like I never got to see the worst of that allergic reaction, if that makes any sense. Like I had the texture for about 2 or 3 days, and then before it got any worse, this made it disappear. If I feel like I have a pimple or anything upcoming, I'll immediately put this on, and I feel like it helps so much in just making sure it never gets to the worst of it. So that's why I recommend this. Then I wanted to talk about the Essie nail polish in the color Spiked with Style. I don't really have much to say about this besides that I really love this like vampy red color, and it makes me feel like such a femme fatale when I have my nails in this color. So that's why I recommend it. Saving the best for last, we have the Stila Convertible color in the shade Peony. I mentioned Gossip Girl before in this video, and this is one of the blushes they wore on the reboot. This is just an amazing like rosy cream blush. It's a beautifully muted, natural looking shade. I've been wearing it every day and I'm such a fan. I might go and pick up the other colors as well. This is like my new ride or die blush. Now, to round this video off, we have a few things in the lifestyle category. First of all, I wanted to give a shout out to my two food snack obsessions, which is gum and Chupa Chup lollipops. I know not at the same time, but these have been my absolute obsessions, just as quick little go-tos. And now I'm addicted to gum. This is my favorite. No one asked, but it's the extra cool breeze gum. Do with that what you will. And then the last few lifestyle favorites. Shout out to my new sheets. I had an Instagram poll for which sheets I should buy. These ones won and I really love them. They're from Marks and Spencer's and they will be linked down below. Also shout out to these faux candles from Amazon. I think they're neat. That's all. And then third of all, I wanted to give a shout out to my new Nerf plant, Timmy. He was a birthday present and I love him. So yeah, that was it for this little favorites video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, because all of those things will help me on my YouTube journey. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!